Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good weekend. Getting ready to do your monthly for the month of April 2021. I'm flipping my calendar over here. So the 1st of April is this Thursday. We got about 3-4 more days left in March. The Strength card is out there on its own. I am going to set her there. There you go. Let's just go week by week. The first week in April, Taurus, you need to be on your P's and Q's at work. Some of you may be flowing in and out of online versus brick and mortar work. If you are due to go back into your brick and mortar place, I would be looking to hear word the first week of April. Other than that, things are good, but just be on your P's and Q's. People might be trying to throw stuff at you that maybe you shouldn't be doing, or maybe you don't know enough about to do. However that's resonating with you, that's the first week of April. Just be on your P's and Q's at work. Now, let me say this about the whole month of April. There's a big fat heart under the whole damn month. So figure this shit out. We're going to find some more shit out and put the cards down here. The second week is going to be the full-blown introduction of a relationship. It could either be brand new or it could be revisitation from the ex. So the World card is what's on top right here. The Strength card is what was on bottom and fell out. So if it fell out for a reason. So I'm going to guess you're probably going to need some strength this month dealing with work and romance situations. But the second full week, that's the week of April 12th, that Monday. Love is going to kick in full bloom. Some of you are going to be in situations you had not expected to be in. I'm going to say that again. Some of you are going to be in situations you may not expect to be in, i.e., third-party situations. That third party may bust up, and it might be just your party. So whatever I'm saying, however this is resonating, for those of you that this applies to, you're already in full awareness of what's going on. This could be a situation where somebody, your partner or potential partner is getting divorced. That may be getting finalized that second week in April. Another partner may be ending their current relationship because of bad blood and bad vibes. However that's resonating with you, you may have someone on your couch by the end of that second week because they have broken up, split up, done up, whatever, and now they are with you. I don't see this as being a big major problem for you, Taurus. However this is resonating for you, if this is what's going on, you already know what's going on anyway, so it shouldn't come as a big and total surprise to you. There will be some adjustments that need to be made towards the end of that second week, but it looks like smooth sailing after that. I don't ask me, don't give me the line, I don't know. That third week, to button down on the finances. Those of you that may be trying to do big ticket items this summer, trips, cars, houses, all that stuff. Third week in April is going to present opportunities for you to make more money. But again, it's going to be about the grind down, so you may have to work a couple double 8s and 2 16s in a row or something crazy, but it'll put you where you need to be. Don't turn that offer down, whoever I'm talking to. Over time, take it. Yeah, you're going to be a tired ass at the end of the week. Get over it. Suck it up and be the bull that you are. Last week in April starts on the Monday the 26th, and it's on Friday the 30th. Any loose ends going on with your money should be taken care of that final week. Some of you in that final week might get engaged. Some of you may be announcing pregnancies that final week if you are not trying to get pregnant. And I'm talking to you in the month of March. Don't do no hanky-panky with no hanky-panky. I'm just saying. But the energy is strong there for pregnancy. There's a full moon on the 27th. So, yeah, look out. Full moon energy ain't no damn joke, I'm telling you. Look out for that. by and large, a good month, a busy month. It's got, what I want to say, it's got Sun and Hermit energy in it, so there's going to be points where you need to stand out and shine. There'll be other points when you want to go back and retreat. That's not a problem for whatever challenges that may come up this month. It seems like you are going to have the strength and the courage. I think the strength card is really out here because it's talking about new energy. So there's either new energy being breathed into a relationship or new energy from a job. It's one of the two. You're going to have to be courageous. Those of you that are dealing with relationship shit, you're going to have to stand up. You may have to do a little bit of fighting for what you want in terms of showing how you feel about this person. Yeah, didn't I say something about babies? Didn't I just say that? Don't that say give birth? I'll be damned. Can't make this shit up. Can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. Let's see what we got coming over here. So there's some cautionary notes here. Your overall energy is the field card with the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is that caution. Now the Eight of Pentacles on the other side of this is about patience and learning. What this feels like here is that you're going to need to just kind of follow your intuition this month, especially with regards to home and family. There are probably going to be some things you're going to have to do, and you may have to deal with some people you may not necessarily feel like being bothered with. That can include in-laws, exes, baby mamas, baby daddies, and some more shit. As I said in this weekend reading for Taurus, for this weekend, I think I ended it on Wednesday, the 31st of March. This is a good time to polish up your horns and to polish your hooves, but this is not a good time to use them. You need to make your presence felt, but you do not need to get into any kind of confrontation with anybody asking you anything off the wall or some shit. Refer them to the right people. You got people at work coming at you with stupid shit. Refer them to the right people. Do not get into petty entanglements with people because they feel in some kind of way about they fucked up shit. That part right there. That's the caution. And so universe is definitely telling you in your overall energy, if you don't feel it now, you will, to follow your intuition and let it guide you where you need to go. On the back end of your overall energy, the Ten of Swords with the Be Present card. Definitely there has been a note for Taurus in the past couple of weeks about being in the present moment. I have even started trying to be mindful about being in the present moment, which for me means that I don't journal right now, because dealing with the present moment, you need to be in the present moment. I have a tendency when I get in my journal and start journaling, I'm talking about every negative thing that went off the past 2 weeks, and I got pages and pages and pages of shit. And so to be in the present moment, for me, journaling is not the thing that I need to be doing right in this moment. So I've been trying to avert and divert my attention and staying busy doing other things. That's the back end. And with the Ten of Swords on top, it talks about psychic wounds. But I really feel like this is you staying away from that energy of dealing with anything hurtful at this point, because you need to just be in the present moment, because like I said, April is a busy month. And so if you're not present and you're busy yawning and long hauling over some shit that's over with and done with, it's already happened, that does not allow you to be in the present moment. So, you know, while you may have all of these feelings and shit going on, you still need to be in the present moment and not stay stuck on anything in the past. And this is definitely taking me down a road of, if you were getting back into another relationship, an old relationship, or even a new one, you really need to be mindful to be in the present moment, that one right there, and not be dwelling on, oh my God, you don't want to go into a new relationship. And sometimes we do it, we don't realize that we're going to do it, and we start harping on about our old relationship. That means you aren't fully healed. So the best thing that you can do is to keep your mind, your conversation on the present moment and stay the fuck out the dark alleys in the past. I'm just saying. For your challenge for the month of April, notice the pattern with the Ten of Wands. Got a lot of tens on the board. Notice just what the hell it says. Notice the patterns. And if you start noticing the ebb and flow of things, because I'm looking at what the rest of what's on the board, slow down, be fluid, celebrate the growth and the breakthroughs. Giving birth is not only physically giving birth, but giving birth to ideas or new things. To avoid any kind of struggle, pay attention to the patterns, to the ebb and the flow of what's going on. And then we come right back to the back end of your overall energy. You've got to be present to do that. To notice patterns, you've got to be paying attention. So there may be some patterns that you need to pay attention to, particularly where your finances are concerned. I don't know where the fuck that's coming from, but that's what I hear. Some of you need to pay attention to the struggle, especially if you have a lot of parental influence, even though you're an adult, or family influence. And you see this stone back here, the stone man, and this poor dude is carrying on all these wines and shit, and this dude back here, you know, you better carry him. Well, dude, you're a stone. What the hell? So at some point, especially in family situations, you may need to notice the pattern. If you're doing more than anybody else's fair share, you need to speak up on that. Once again, sharpening the horns, polishing the hooves, but not necessarily using them. Making your point known. You're tired of struggling. You notice a pattern. This can be for relationships too. I notice a pattern. Every time you go to the sink, you leave water on the floor. Whatever it is. I don't think it's that minute, but whatever it is, you need to address it so that you're not struggling with the burden of somebody else's bullshit. That part right there. So when I'm looking at the first week with the World card on top of the give birth, many of you are going into a brand new cycle. And for some of you, I said it before I put the cards down, some of you may end up pregnant this month. So beware of that, but that's most certainly would take you into a new chapter. Those of you that are willfully trying to get pregnant, that part right there, there's probably not going to be a better time for you than now to do so. And however this is resonating with you, particularly where job is concerned, this is probably the best time if you're going to do that, if that's what you want to do. Now in the end of May, this is probably the best time for you to get pregnant without there being a whole lot of complications or financial difficulties behind it. Just throw that out there like that. Those of you that are starting new businesses or taking new businesses to a new level, again, you got the world energy. It's the beginning. For some of you, this is definitely about a relationship. It could be an ex, because in this deck, the world card on the front side talks about the union that reconciles opposites. So you may be dealing with a Scorpio or some other sign that's opposite you. You just know you got a different foundation than they have, but it's the two of those things coming together. Could be relationship, it could be business. This is the first week in April. Next to that, celebrate growth and breakthroughs with the Four of Swords on top. Some of you may be holding back on doing any kind of big celebration, but this is definitely an indication that you need to be in the present moment. Once again, back to the bottom end of your overall energy, and pay attention to even the little things. They need to be celebrated as well. Definitely an energy here of not focusing on the past. If you do, it's going to trip you up somewhere. So you definitely don't want to get caught up thinking about things, especially if this is if you're dealing with situations that you're going back into. Relationships, old jobs, however that's resonating. You don't want to go in with the same playbook, because the game has definitely changed. I'm just saying. At the end of this first week, with the Justice card on top of the Be Fluid, some of you will begin to start seeing the true nature, the inner workings of a relationship or a job. This has got some financial leanings in it. Whatever it is, if you got something going on in court, or if you were dealing with somebody that's got something going on in court, because that's the second, that's the second major card on the board. Actually the third, that strength card's up there too. But if there's something legal that's going on, you're going to get a bird's eye view to see what the other side is thinking. Stay flexible. Stay flexible. And probably be flexible that whole week. Again, we go right back to the beginning with the World card. You are entering a new chapter. So even though you're entering a new chapter, there may be some old things that need to be cleared up. Stay present, stay flexible, you should be good. We get to the second week with the Two of Wands on top of the Consciously Complete card. There may be situations around you that are being purposely, and this has got some divine twang to it, that may be purposely ending as a part of your karmic cycle, however that's resonating. So you may be in a temporary position somewhere, and it's ending. You might not be ready for that ending, but it's a consciously complete. This is the card that's coming up, so that means it's supposed to be completed. Relationship, same thing. The status of a relationship may be ending, and you're making a conscious effort to move it to the next phase. That's that second week in April. There's the planning man. So as you are consciously completing something, you're planning, making those next moves. With the High Priestess on top of the slow down, this is a definite message. So I don't know who this is for, but the message is to slow down so that you don't get hung up with anybody that's going to try and manipulate you, especially out of your money or your goodies. Slow down. Slow down. That's the back end of the High Priestess. Yeah. And those of you that may have some repressed emotions about something, this might be a good time to just kind of slow down and deal with whatever. You may have some situations coming at you this second week that are just going to require that you slow down and take a look. And if there's any kind of fear and crisis attached to it, process it as best you can and move forward. At the end of the second week with the Hangman on top of the Fine Tune, many of you are looking at particular situations from a different perspective now. The Hangman talking about a fall that leads to new. So there may be, or there may have been a situation where it just fell apart, but that you needed that falling apart to get back together. And so, of course, getting back together, once again, the same energy of not bringing the old paradigm into the new paradigm, leaving that old shit behind, having a change of perspective. For those of you that are dealing with do-overs as far as relationships are concerned, the person that you're dealing with is for real this time. Maybe last time they weren't being for real, however that's resonating, but the message here is they are definitely being on the one. So whatever they're telling you about you and your situation, take it. Take it. Because they're tired of lying to you. Whoever this is and whoever I'm talking to, they're tired of lying to you. And they want to start telling you how they feel about you in the situation. And it's all good, so don't be sitting there like, oh my God, they're going to tell me something bad. No, really, they're not. It's a good thing. A lot of major energy on the board. Doo-doo-doo. Judgment card on the bottom. It's a good omen. Ace of Pentacles on top. New beginnings. Moving into a world of abundance, dear Taurus. So looking at this third week, Tower on top of the practice daily. there's going to be a shakeup of some sort. And I don't know if I said this about the second or the third week. Could very well be the third week. I'm going to say whatever happens during the second week, particularly looking at relationships and fine-tuning. That's the card that was on the bottom. Fine-tuning your perspective on this old situation. This could start the second week and get you into the third week, which of course is going to lead to a tower. Now, this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you, dear Taurus, but it's happening because of you. Y'all like, what the fuck? Yeah, that part. And this has definitely got relationship written all over it. How about that? So, some of you may be in situations, like I said, you will look up and find out that your potential mate is at your door, suitcase in hand. Baby, I need to place this thing. I didn't know she was going to file for the divorce and paper 10. And if the relationship is all of that to you, then do what you need to do, Taurus. I'm not going to judge you one way or the other, because, woo, if y'all only knew. I'm just saying. But this is a possibility. That's one of many possibilities. It could be you, Taurus, because of something else going on in your household. You may have to go to your person's house to hang out for a minute. But I do truly have the feeling that whatever is torn down from this tower, it will ultimately be to your benefit. But there's going to be an adjustment period going on. Just like any building that gets blown up from the top down. Construction and scaffolding, I'm just saying. So you may have to make room in your home. It could be something else. It could be a thing. Person doesn't have a car now. You might have to go pick them up from work, or pick them up and take them to work. However this is resonating for you. But this has got a particular bent. So this could be third party shit. And whatever's going on with the third party, it might be ending. And again, it feels like it's to your benefit. On the back of this, we're talking about hidden causes. I feel like you will already be aware of whatever the hidden causes are that are causing this tower moment to happen. The best thing you can do to be prepared at this point is to just, that strength card, there you go. Make sure you're in balance. If you have a feeling that somebody gonna end up on your couch or in your bed, for that, you may want to just kind of breadcrumb a few little comments out there. You know, baby, what would happen if, yeah, that part. And you might be surprised at the comments, remarks that you get back, but it's coming. The thing for you to do, keep doing you, baby. Practice your daily routine, whatever it is. And you may need to hone in on this until you can find your balance in this situation, however it's going to resonate for you. It could also be a thing where you may be living in an in-laws house and y'all got to go. Maybe people with attitudes and a whole lot of shit. Just understand, in this period right now, up until I think about mid-May, a lot of other signs are kind of clearing out, doing their spring cleaning thing. I think we hit ours in February. Other signs are just now hitting it March, April. So they may be ending relationships or situations that are no longer serving them. We've kind of already been through that energy. Other signs may be just now going through that energy. And obviously, if you're dealing with another sign, you're going to know about this. The Hierophant, surrender and trust. So there's also a note in this reading of following the process and honoring the process. Honor the process card is down here. You're going to get a love offer. So we're going to come back to that because that's in the 4th week. But anyway, the Hermit, you may need to do some reflection after all this tower. This is not bad energy. Let me just say this. It's a little unsettling because some of this kind of falls out of your daily routine. But I don't feel any bad energy. So this could be situations you've been waiting on to happen. These could be jobs opening up that you've been waiting on. These could be partners or potential partners that have been dilly-dallying around with some other bullshit. And now here they are. Just as quick as that eye is up there on top of that tower. Now, as always with that eye, let me say this. And with the Hermit, and with all this damn nighttime energy, Follow your intuition. There are going to be spots where you just need to follow your intuition. If your intuition is telling you to be still, well then damn it, be still. But that third week, you definitely need to, and this is talking about your patience being rewarded here. So again, honoring the process, surrender and trust that all is well and everything going to be okay. That part. At the end of that, you know what it is. Page bringing news of love. And then there's the play card. So this is actually going to turn into a relatively happy month, bully. Whatever's going on in the love department, by the third week for sure, you will know what direction you're going in, and celebrate that. Celebrate that. Celebrate that with your partner. Don't be bashful or shy about that. The fourth week, honor the process with the Three of Cups. Once again, bringing news with the page, Three of Cups with the offer. This will probably solidify whatever's been up in the air. So those of you that have been dilly-dallying around, once again, with somebody and it's been an off again, on again, in and out type situation, that is going to come to an end. That part right there could also be related to that Tower moment. So you got a page bringing news of love, and then you get the offer. Honor the process. So whatever that means to you. If it means, take a minute, take time before you answer any question, or if things need to slow down or speed up, whatever the case may be, honor the process. And I say this all the time about this card. If you know anything about how a butterfly becomes a butterfly, it's a very painful process. I promise you, it's one I would not want to go through. Honor the process, though. Butterfly can't be a butterfly until that caterpillar gets into that cocoon. Coming out of that cocoon ain't no easy thing. But you got to honor the process to get those beautiful wings. So just know that things may slow down in the love department once you get here. Once the offer is given and you accept or decline, whatever you're going to do, things will definitely slow down one way or the other. You accept the offer, and then you move on to the next phase of whatever it is that you're trying to do. If you decline it, on to the next one. That's how that goes. With the Master of the Dance and the Five of Cups, for some of you, this may be new energy. Maybe a new relationship that you're getting into. And so you're going to have to figure out the dance steps. And you're going to have to master it. You're dealing with something. You may be dealing with somebody, you got to figure out the finer points and details of what they like, what they don't like. But don't have limited vision. Make sure you got this energy, so you may as well use it. The Hangman. Change your perspective if you need to. But don't let it limit whatever you're doing. Don't let it limit your vision of what you see, because you maybe don't understand something right away. And this could be job related too. With a partner, if you're moving in together, they leave the seat up and you go to the toilet in the middle of the night and almost bust your hip. Okay, you got to master the dance. Maybe you can't leave the toilet seat up. I'm sorry. I know you've been by yourself for so long. Or job. Same thing. And it may be something that you need to just hone in on and work through it and keep working through it till you master it. But don't let it limit your vision. Don't get fixated on what you're not doing right. Don't fixate on them 2 spilt over cups. Pay attention to them 3 you got standing up. And again, that goes back to celebrating growth and breakthroughs. Don't get stuck on the crazy shit. Celebrate all of it. All the good things that happen, no matter how big or how small, so you can get out of that just focusing on the negative. And once again, the be present card up there in the back end of your overall energy. If you're being present, it's kind of hard to get into that obsessive, fixated mode. At the end of this, with the King of Cups on top of the Adorn the Temple, this is all systems go here. Adorn the Temple talks about taking care of your body and adorning it. The King of Cups is the king of the emotional shit that goes on in our life, if you will. In this deck, he is very much about the conquest. And so this is just kind of a a note to just stay on your game. You've got it. You won it. You sitting on the throne, damn it. Shit. Don't stop doing what you've been doing to get you here. That's what that's telling me. So if you've been sprucing up and doing nails and hair and shit, and you know, now you got the man, and now you come out the house, do-rag on your head looking somewhat crazy, that ain't gonna get it. You got the conquest. That does not mean get lazy. That part right there. Job, same thing. You get the job. Do not rest on your laurels. Please don't do it. Stay on point, on task. I know it's hard, especially if you got little ones at home. Do your best to stay on top. Look your best. Definitely a month to see and be seen. I'm going to just throw that out there. See what the granny cards got to say today. Talk about commitment. Talk about what it means to you and what it means to the other person. If there are any discrepancies, you need to reconcile those. I don't see that that's going to be a problem. But you need to know the differences. You can't know about a problem if you don't talk. I'm just saying. Once again, it's not bad energy, just a reminder to talk about your commitment and what you want out of it. Something's not right. So that is ding-a-linging around on a lot of levels. When it comes to your money, I know I said this about the first week in April. Pay attention to your bank accounts, your bank statements, your payroll. You may not be getting paid for something. There you go. You may not be getting paid for something. Hours may be missing. Something akin to that. In the relationship department, and this is definitely got divorce in it. The justice card came out. The judgment card came out. Judgment card came out. I would double check with attorneys about the fine print before you go and sign off on something or agree to something, because something may be off. When it comes to lovers, they may be mistaken about something they're telling you, and they don't know that. So don't go jumping horns first into somebody's ass. They're not aware of it, but they're saying it wrong or they're not saying it right. So just be aware. This may be a good time. Mercury goes retrograde May 29th. So as we get toward the end of the month, we're going to start dealing with some of that shadow shit. So just kind of be on your P's and Q's. Double check, especially facts and figures that people are giving you. And that includes your paycheck. You can do better. You can do better. Now, I don't know who this is or who it's resonating for or what situation, but you can do better. Those of you that are maybe messing around with what kind of job you want to go to next, whatever you're thinking about, you can probably do better than what you have. Some of you are messing around. You're in those in and out situations, different people. People you fucking around with now, probably not the best, but probably what's around, but you can do better. So you may have to slow down. The slow down card is on the board. You may have to slow down and just take another look, especially those of you on dating sites. Whatever dating site you may happen to be on, you may be just kind of coming up with you can do better. So some of you may need to revamp your little website, hoo-ha, profile thing on your dating. And then for that same group, be selective. Be selective. You don't have to accept everything that's coming your way. Just because somebody popped up in your inbox don't mean you got to swipe right. Shit. You can't swipe left. I'm just saying. However that's resonating. Also, when this comes to work, people offering you to work on different projects, be selective. You don't have to take everything that comes your way. So just be mindful of that. Taurus, I love you. I hope y'all have a wonderful month of April, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.